Okay guys, this is the solution of your 2018 papers. It's given that y equals to 1 plus tan 3x, state the period of y. So the period will be calculated from the that 3, yeah, a tan bx. So we have this formula for the period. Period equals to, remember, for the tan, the normal period is 180 degree. When the period is changed, it will be 180 over b. So the period will be 180 over 3 equals to 60 degree. Yeah, so the period will be 60 degree. After that, we have to draw the graph for y equals to 1 plus tan 3x. Okay, so for the first one, we have to know the original of the tan, the graph of the original tan. It will be like this. And then we have also the asymptotes in 270 later. Yeah, but we don't need that. So the graph will be like this. This is one cycle. Yeah, one cycle means one period. This cycle, we have to make this cycle into only 60. Yeah, that means the asymptotes will be right here in 30. So the cycle will be like this, 1 and 2. Okay, after that you only have to copy the cycles one more time, 1 and 2. Hence we'll have this another asymptotes, and then copy again one more time, 1 and 2, and then another asymptotes. There you go. This is the graph of tan 3x. Ini baru tan 3x, ya. Don't forget we have plus 1 right there, so we have to move one step upwards. So after this, we have to move it one step upwards. It will be like this. One step upwards, it will be like this and like this. One step upwards will be like this and like this. One step upwards will be like this. And then after that, we can erase the previous one. Okay, so this is tan 3x plus 1. Okay, next is number 2. Find the value of k for which the line does not meet. Okay, we have this keyword does not meet, means discriminant less than 0. Yeah, when you read does not meet, that means your brain should remember discriminant less than 0, or maybe b square minus 4ac less than 0. AC less than 0. But before that, we have to intersect them. Yeah, meet means intersect. Okay, intersect means substitution. Oh my god. Substitution like this. Ya, pokoknya itulah ya. Substitute. Oke. Okay? Nah, jadi caranya adalah this line is intersect with this curve, right? So we should change the y, substitute the y into the curve. Yeah, so it will be 1 minus 2kx equals to 9x squared minus in the bracket 3k plus 1x and then plus 5. After that, we can move all of them to the right side. 9x squared minus in the bracket 3k plus 1x and then plus 2kx and then plus 5 minus 1. You can simplify it like this. So let's focus on this one. Okay, you will read negative 3k plus 2k. Negative 3k plus 2k. It will be negative k. Ya, negative in the bracket k, and then plus 1-nya dia nggak punya teman, jadi tetap aja plus 1x, like that. Ya, if you cannot do that, I think you should multiply this first. Okay, so we have 9x squared minus k plus 1x plus 4. After that, we can use this formula. So b squared minus 4ac equals less than 0, because the question says does not meet. So the b squared is negative k plus 1 and then square minus 4 times a is 9, c is 4, less than 0. After that, you have to square it. K squared plus 2k plus 1 minus 36 times 4, 16 times 9, 90, 54, 144 ya. 144 less than 0. After that, k squared plus 2k minus 143 less than 0. And then the last step will be factorization, but it should be equals to 0 first. Yeah, so it will be 13 and 11 ya. K 11, K 13, and then this one is plus, this one is minus. K equals to 11, K equals to negative 13. Be careful for this one, we have this sign less than 0. That means we have to create a line number, and then the number will be negative 13 and 11. Yeah. After that, you have to shade the area, the intervals. So take a look at the k square. For the k square, it's positive. Because it's positive, the curve will be like this, opens up. Yeah. And the question says less than 0. Less than 0 means you have to shade the area below the number line. Below the number line, it will be right here. Yeah. And that area is between negative 13 and 11. So the k will be between negative 13 and 11. This is the answer. Okay, the next one is 3. For number 3, we have variables x and y when y is plotted against x squared. So the keyword is this one. Y is plotted against x squared. We know what is this chapter. Yeah. So this chapter is linear law. So in linear law, you have to find the gradient. Yeah, itu obviously you have to find the gradient 3, 1, and then you can tell that this one is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the gradient will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Gradient equals to 1 minus 3 over 3 minus 5. Gradient equals to negative 2 over negative 2 equals to 1. There you go. The gradient is 1. After that, use y equals to mx plus c. Choose one of the points, 3, 1 maybe. So the y will be 1. Gradient is 1. X is 3 plus c. So you'll get c equals to negative 2. After that, y equals to 1x plus c. The c is negative 2. Don't forget to change the big Y and this big X into the axis. The axis is e to the power of y. The question says equals to x. X is x squared minus 2. There you go. After that, read the questions. The questions wants you to find y in terms of x. So we are not finished. We have to make it into y equal. E to the power of y equals to x squared minus 2. You can move this e to the right side. When you move e to the power, it will be ln x squared minus 2. There you go. Y in terms of x. Okay, number 4. A particle P moved that, so its displacement x equals to ln 5t plus 3. Yeah. So this is important. X meters from a fixed point O. From fixed point O. So these particles start from O. Go to the right side, yeah, with some velocity. And x is equals to ln. So I will write x equals to ln times 5, ln 5t plus 3. Find the value of t. So t is us, and the displacement is already given 3. So you put 3 right there, equals to ln in bracket 5t plus 3. After that, you can move the ln to the left side. Yeah, when you move ln, it will be e to the power of 3, and then 5t plus 3. use your algebra skills. E to the power of 3 minus 3 over 5 equals to t. So the t will be how much? Wait. E to the power of 3 minus 3 over 5. 3.4. 3.42. 3 significant figures. And the unit is seconds. And the next is velocity. When the question asks velocity, you have to remember the the differentiation of displacement ya. When displacement is differentiated, it will be velocity. It will become velocity. Velocity equals to ln differentiated into 1 over. Remember that ya. Ln, the differentiate of ln will be 1 over. And then read the function 5t plus 3. But don't forget you have to times it again one more time with the differentiation of the inside function. 5t plus 3 differentiated into 5. So the phi will be 5 over 5t plus 3. There you go. After you get phi, the question wants you to find the phi when t equals to 0. So it will be 5 over 5 times 0 plus 3. Phi equals to 5 over 3 in fraction form. In decimal form, it will be 1.67 meter per second. So this is the phi. After that, explain why after passing O, the velocity of P is never negative. Take a look at this phi. Phi equals to 5 over 5t plus 3. So when t greater than 0, because the question says after passing through O, and I already told you that this particle start moving from O, that means the t will be greater than 0 ya, because dia udah jalan gitu. Kalau udah jalan berarti t-nya pasti greater than 0. Time cannot be negative, right? So you should write t greater than 0. When t greater than 0, the denominator of phi will always be positive, since 5t plus 3 ya. Jadi kalau 5t plus 3 t-nya positif, kamu tambahin 3 dikali 5 ya tetap aja positif ya. And because the numerator also positive, then phi will never negative. Nah, ini penjelasan lengkapnya ya. This is the complete argument. But if you want to make it simple, you can also write this. When t greater than 0, the velocity will be greater than 0 also. Gitu. Nah, itu juga cukup because the mark is only 1. Ya. Next, find the acceleration when p equals to when t equals to 0. So the velocity is 5. Velocity equals to 5 over 5t plus 3 from the previous answer. And then we know that when we differentiate phi, it will be a, yeah, acceleration. But before that, I want to change this form of velocity, 5 times 5t plus 3 to the power of negative 1. And then you can differentiate it into the acceleration expressions. So the first is you have to move this negative 1 to the right, to the front, yeah. So it will be 5 times negative 1 times again 5t plus 3. Remember, when you differentiate, you have to minus 1 the powers. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2 times the differentiation of inside function. Do not forget that, yeah, times again with 5. So the acceleration will be negative 25 times 5t plus 3 to the power of negative 2. After that, you can say that when t equals to 0, that means a equals to negative 25 times 0 plus 3 to the power of negative 2. A will be negative 25 over negative 9, over 9. Yeah, so the answer will be 25 divided by 9, it's negative 2.78 meter per second square. What is the meaning of negative right here? That means the particle is decelerate, yeah, not accelerate. Next is number 5. For number 5, it's binomial expansion. So the question wants you to find the first three term of 3 minus 1 over x to the power of 5. The first three terms, so you have to prepare 5c0 and then 5c1 then 5c2, three terms. Yeah, after that the term will be 3 and negative 1 over 9x, and then 3 and 1 over 9x, and then 3 and it should be negative, yeah, negative 1 over 9x. Okay, be careful that the x is on the bottom, yeah, on the denominator. You cannot move the x to the top side. Okay, let's use your calculator to calculate this. 5c0 equals to 1, 3, and then, oh sorry, so the powers is not yet, yeah. So this will be 0, 1, 2, this will be 5, 4, 3. Okay, 3 to the power of 5, 3 power of 5 equals to 243. So the first one will be 243, and then the second one will be 5c1 times 3 to the power of 4 times negative 1 over 9. Wait. 3 to the power of 4 times negative 1 over 9. It will be negative 45 over x, and then the last one will be plus 5c2 times 27 divided by 81. 10 over 3. 10 over 3x. There you go. This is the expansion of the binomial. So after we expand this into this, yeah, this binomial into this one, the question wants us to multiply this expansion with 2 plus 9x squared. 2 plus 9x squared, we have to expand it first. It will be 4 plus 18 plus 18, 36x plus 81x squared. Okay, after that we can multiply one by one, but it will take a long time, yeah, it will be wasting time. The question wants us to find the term of independent of x. That means we have to find the term without x only, ya, yang ada x-nya nggak perlu, jadi kita cuma cari yang nggak ada x-nya aja. Which one? This one. When you multiply 243 times 4, it will be 972 without x, and then when you multiply this one also, this and this, yeah, the x will be crossed out, so you will get a term without x, 1620, and then the last one, it will be this one. For this one, 10 times 81 divided by 3, it's positive 270 without x, yeah. So the result will be negative 378. Next is number 6. For number 6, find the coordinate of the stationary point of this stationary point. When you read stationary point, your brain should be remember that y-axis equals to 0. Stationary point is always like that, yeah. So our task is to find the y-axis. Before we find the y-axis, we should consider this as u, and this one is phi. Phi equals to 2x minus 1 to the power of half. I will rewrite the phi like that. The u is the same. We can prepare the u-axis first. U-axis is 1. Phi-axis is half. In the bracket, 2x minus 1 to the power of negative half, and then don't forget to times with the differentiation of the inside function 2. So the result will be 2 coret, ya, it will be 1 over 2x minus 1 to the power of half, yeah, or maybe you can leave it like that, 2x minus 1 to the power of negative half, just like that. Okay, so the y-axis will be u-axis phi minus u phi-axis over phi square, because we using u over phi. formula. Yeah, so y accent equals to u accent. U accent is 1 times v. V is 2x minus 1 to the power of half minus u. U is x plus 2. V accent is 2x minus 1 to the power of negative half over v square. Square root of 2x minus 1 square. And the y accent should be equals to 0. 0 equals to 2x minus 1 to the power of half minus x plus 2 times 2x minus 1 to the power of negative half. Yeah, for the bottom part I will cross multiply to the 0. Square root of 2x minus 1 to the power of 2. I will cross multiply this with 0. So I will get 0 equals to this one. Okay, 0 equals to this one, yeah, without denominator, because 0 times anything equals to 0. After that, I can multiply them all with 2x minus 1 to the power of half, yeah, to make this disappear. So it will be 0 equals to 2x minus 1 to the power of half times 2x minus 1 to the power of half. You have to add the powers. Half plus half equals to 1. So this one will be 2x minus 1. And the next will be x plus 2. Yeah. This times this will be 2x minus 1 to the power of 0. To the power of 0 means 1. Just like that. Okay, let's simplify it again one more time. 2x minus 1 minus x minus 2. 0 equals to x minus 3. X equals to 3. Okay, we already have the x coordinate of the stationary points. After that, we have to find the y, right? To find the y, we need y equal. So we have y equal to x plus 2 over square root of 2x minus 1. Okay, let's calculate for the y. Y equals to 3 plus 2 over square root of 6 minus 1 equals to 5 over square root of 5. Square root of 5. So the stationary point, will be 3, square root of 5. There you go. Okay, next is number 7. For number 7, find the value of b when t equals to 0. So we already have the equation b equals to 1000 times e to the power of 0 over 4. Yeah, so the b will be 1000. What is the meaning of this 1000? That means the initial bacteria is 1000 bacterias. Yeah, because it's plural bacterias. I don't know. So b equals to 1000 when t equals to 0, initial bacteria. Next, find the time taken for b to double in size. Double in size means when you have 1000 bacteria at the first, when the question says it to double, that means the b will become 2000 bacteria. Yeah, double 1000, 2000. Okay, so let's rewrite the formula one more time. 1000 times e to the power of t over 4, but this time the b is already given 2000 equals to 1000 times e to the power of t over 4. You can cross out the 0. 2 equals to e to the power of t over 4. You can move the e to the left side. It will be ln. ln2 equals to 3, not 3, t over 4. You can calculate for ln2. ln2 equals to 0.69 times 4, yeah. So the t will be 2.77 in 3 significant figure. The unit is second, yeah. Oh no, hour. Okay. Next is find the value of b when t equals to 8. It's very easy. b equals to 1000 times e to the power of t. T is 8 over 4. So B equals to 1000 times e to the power of 2. E to the power of 2 equals to 7,389 bacteria. I think 7 is pretty easy ya. Number 8. 3 cos square theta plus 4 sin theta equals to 4. For these questions, you have to remember this formula. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. If you don't remember this formula, you can see the formula on the first page. So we have this cos square. Yeah, that means we have to change that cos into sine. Why? Because in trigonometric equation, you have to use one trigonometric only. You cannot use cos and sine altogether in the same time. Yeah. So use this formula. You can make it into cos square equal to by moving the sine square. 1 minus sine square theta. After that, because we already know that cos square theta is 1 minus sine square theta, we can change this cos square into 1 minus sine square theta. After that, plus 4 sine theta equals to 4. 3 minus 3 sine square theta plus 4 sine theta equals to 4. We can times it by -1 to make the sine square theta positive. And then move to the left side, -4-nya. 3 sine square theta minus 4 sine theta plus 1 equals to 0. And then you can factorize it. Equals to 0. 3 sine theta. And then sine theta 1 and 1. To make it into -4, it will be negative and negative. So for this one, sine theta equals to 1 over 3. For this one, sine theta equals to 1. Okay, using your calculator, you will get sine inverse 1 over 3. For the first one is 19.5. Remember to use the quadrant, yeah. You have to use the quadrant for the angle. Sine theta equals to 1. So for this one, you will get basic angle equals to 19.5 in 3 significant figures. After that, you can use the quadrant 19.5. The sign is positive, so the quadrant will be quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. When you move the 19.5 into quadrant 2, it will be 180 minus 9.5 equals to 160.5. And then for this one, the basic angle is 90 degree. So when you use the quadrant 90 degrees right here, and this one also positive, yeah, positive 1. So it will be quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. In quadrant 2, 180 minus 90 equals to 90 also. Yeah, so for this one, it will be theta equals to 90 degree only. And for this one, theta equals to 19.5 and 160.5 degree. And then the questions limit the theta from 0 to 180. So this one is accepted. This one also accepted, then this one also accepted. No more the value of theta. Yeah, only this. Next is B. Solve sine 2 theta equals to square root of 3 cos 2 theta. For this one, we can move this cos to the left side, so it will be sine 2 theta over cos 2 theta equals to square root of 3. And therefore you will have tan 2, oh not theta ya, tuh bacanya apa nggak tahu lah, baca theta aja, theta equals to square root of 3. After that you can use your calculator and then you will get the basic angle. The basic angle will be 60 degree. We can use the degree first instead of radian. We know that the question is in radian, but we can use the degree first, yeah. After that use the quadrant 60 degrees right here. The 10 is positive. Positive for 10 will be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. So when you move the 60 degree into quadrant 3, it will be 180 plus 60. 180 plus 60 equals to 240 degree. Therefore, the 2 theta will be 60 degree, comma, 240 degree. But be careful, in the questions, the interval has negative sign of it, so we have to change this positive degree into negative. How to change this positive degree into negative? You only have to minus it with 360 degree. Yeah, so this minus 360 degree, it will be negative 300 degree, comma, and for this one, minus 360 degree, it will be negative 80 degree. Yeah. No, negative 120 degree. And then this still 2 theta. We have to find the theta, right? Theta equals to negative 150 divided by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, and divide by 2, 120 degree. After that, take a look at the intervals. The question gives us negative half pi less than or equal to theta less than or equal to half pi, ya. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So we are not too familiar with the radian. We can change this into degree, ya. 180 degree times negative half, negative 90 degree less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 90 degree. That means this one is rejected and this one also rejected. We can choose the 30 and negative 60, ya. But don't forget, because the question gives us in radian form, we have to answer in radian form also. Negative 60 degree is equals to negative 60 degree over 180 degree times pi, negative 1 over 3 pi, comma, for the 30 it will be 1 over 6 pi. This is the answer, guys, for theta. How much mark? Is 4 marks. Yeah, worth it lah. Next, 9a. For 9a, solve LG equals to 3. This one is easy. You only have to move the LG. LG is logarithm in the basis of 10. So when you move the LG, it will be 10 to the power of 3 equals to 1000. Easy, guys. Next, LGA. Still LGA. For this one, I can move the 2 to the top of B. Yeah, why it can be like that? It has the properties. Yeah, the logarithm has the properties like that. When you have powers, you can move the powers to the front. When you have numbers in the front of LG, you can move the numbers to the powers. Blah blah. Okay, so for 3 you can change the 3 into 10 to the power of 3, yeah. 3, or you can use this answer also to change the 3, yeah. LG how much equals to 3? LG 1000. LG 1000. Okay, and then after that you can simplify the logarithm using the properties one more time. A minus b squared, that means A over b squared, plus means times 1000. The LG become 1, ya, jadinya 1000A over b squared. There you go. Next, solve. Okay, for this one, I can times it with x, all of them. So it will be x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. And then factorize x, 3, 2, minus, x equals to 3, and x equals to 2. Done. Next, BII, hence showing your answer to calculate this. First, I want to change this logarithm of 4a minus 5 plus 6 times. I want to change this logarithm, yeah. If you have log a4, you can change it into 1 over log 4a. Yeah, there are properties of logarithm that says like that. Yeah, so for this one, I can change it into 1 over log 4a. And the equation says equals to 0. After that, we can compare with our previous questions, yeah. The previous question says x minus 5 plus 6 over x equals to 0. Take a look at this. It's very similar, guys. Kecuali except for the x, ya. X-nya diganti jadi log 4a. also this x it changed into log 4a. From these questions, we already have that x equals to 3 and x equals to 2. So for this one, it's also the same. Log 4a equals to 3 and log 4a equals to 2. After that, calculate like usual. Move the log 4, it will be 4 to the power of 3. Move the log 4, it will be a equals to 4 to the power of 2. A equals to 64, a equals to 16. Or there you go. This is the value of a. Okay, next is number 10. For number 10, we have these triangles and we have two sides AB and BC and the angle of 60 between them. Yeah. So I will pairs up the angle with these sides. I will call it AC. Yeah, because we only have one pair of the sides and angle, we should use cos rule. Yeah, the cos rule says when you have this pair AC and 60, you have to write AC in the front and then cos 60 at the back, and then you can write the sides of the rest. 4 square root of 3 minus 5 square plus 4 square root of 3 plus 5 square minus 2 times, wait a minute, minus 2 times the first sides and times again one more time with the second side. So this is the formula of cos rule. Okay, let's calculate this. So AC square equals to, when you square this one, 4 square root of 3 minus 5 times 4 square root of 3 minus 5, yeah, it will become 16 times 3, 48. This one is negative 20 square root of 3. This one is negative 20 square root of 3. And the last one is plus 25. Okay, that means for this one, the plus 1, it will be the same, but the sign will be plus, all of them. Plus 25. And then minus 2 times this times this, 48. This times this times this equals to 0. Yeah, so the last one will be 25. And then cos 60. Cos 60 equals to half. Cross out the 2 and then simplify. AC square equals to, you can cross out this and this, this and this. 48 plus 25 plus 48 plus 25 again, one more time. And then minus 48 minus 25 berapa tuh? 23 ya. 23 equals to 123. AC equals to square root of 123. Leave it like that, guys, because the question wants us to show your answer in exact form. Exact form means leave it in square root mode. Ya. Jadi jangan jadiin desimal. Kalau exact nggak boleh desimal. Next is this one. Hence show that cosecant ACB equals to 2 square root ACB. So now the question wants us to find this angle. So this angle is pairs up with these sides. Yeah. So I can tell that we have two pairs of side and angles right now. If you have more than one pair, you can use sine rule. Sine rule says sine C over the corresponding sides. 4 square root of 3 minus 5. 4 square root of 3 minus 5 equals to sine 60 degree pairs up with square root of 60 degree over tadi square root of 123 ya. Okay, let's simplify this. So first I want to cross multiply this and this. Square root of 123 sine C equals to sine 63 equals to square root of 3 over 2. Yeah, remember when you use your calculator, because this question wants you to find in exact form. Yeah, so you should use the square root of 3 over 2 instead the decimals. So square root of 3 over 2 times with 4 square root of 3 minus 5, cross multiply. And after this, it's a little bit tricky because the question wants us to show your answer in 4 square root of 3 plus 5. Yeah, I think you should not times this one. I already times it before, but it's very hard to get this form of answer. So I will leave it like that, and then I will cross out these 2 to the left side. It will be 2 square root of 123 sine c equals to square root of 3. I will leave it like that, and then for square root of 3 minus 5, I will leave that also. So sine c will be square root of 3 times 4 square root of 3 minus 5 over 2 square root of 123. I will leave it like this also, and then I will directly find the cosecant. Cosecant means reciprocal of sine, so you only have to flip this and this. 2 square root of 123 over square root of 3 times 4 square root of 3 minus 5. After that, you can times it with 4 square root of 3 plus 5, rationalize the square root of the bottom, plus 5, just like that. And then you will get the cosecant c equals to 2. Oh, you can cross out this one, yeah. This and this equals 41. Yeah, okay. So 2 square root of 41 times 4 square root of 3 plus 5 over, for the bottom one, 16 times 3, 48. 5 times 5, 25. 2 square root of 41 times 4 square root of 3 plus 5 over 23. Is it the same? Oh yes, very good. Yeah, we already get the P. P is 41 and the Q is 23. Yay. Okay guys, next question. Okay, take a look at this, number 11, the last one. We have this curve y equals to e to the power of 4x plus 3 over 8. The diagram shows blah blah blah, and then the question says this is a normal. This is a normal line at A, yeah, at A, and then given that the area B is x-intercept. Okay, that is the info for these questions, and the question want us to find in terms of E over A, so you cannot use calculator for this one, I think. And what is A? Oh, A is constant. Okay, so first I want to find the A first, because we don't know what is the coordinate of A. I want to find the coordinate of A. A is y-intercept. Y-intercept means x equals to 0. So I can find the value of y by substituting x equals to 0 to the function. Plus 3 over 8. So y equals to e to the power of 0 plus 3 over 8. Using your calculator, you will get 1 over 2. So from this one, I will get a equals to 0, half. Yay, I already got a. After that, find the normal line. To find the normal line, there are several steps for you to follow. The first one, the normal line, the first one is find y-accent or dy over dx. Yeah, dy over dx from e to the power of x plus 3 over 8. First, I have to separate the 8, y equals to, so it will be e to the power of 4x over 8 and then plus 3 over 8 to make the differentiation easier. Yeah, the answer will be 1 over 8 times e to the power of 4x. Don't forget to times the differentiation of the inside function, times it with 4, and then plus 3 over 8 differentiated into 0. Ya, 0-nya dihapus aja. We can cross out this and this. So the dy dx will be half e to the power of 4x. So this is our gradient of tangent. Gradient of tangent is the same with dy over dx. But to be specific, gradient of tangent, yeah, we can find the gradient of tangent by substitute the x. Ya, x-nya itu dia yang dipakai yang di point A ya, karena dia tangentnya ada di A, ya berarti kita pakainya poinnya yang A. Jadi kita coba cari gradient of tangent dulu. Number 2, find the gradient of tangent. It will be gradient of tangent equals to half e to the power of 4 times x. Nah, tadi point A-nya itu x-nya 0 kan? Jadi kalau masukin 0 ke sini. So the gradient of tangent is half. After that, Number 3, find the gradient of normal. For the gradient of normal, it will be gradient of normal equals to negative 1 over the gradient of tangent. So the result will be negative 2. Step 4, find ymx plus c. Ymnx plus c. Yeah, because the normal is passing through A, so I will use A 0, half. I will get the c from here. Y equals to half. Gradient is negative 2. X is 0 plus c. C equals to half. After this, I got the equation of the normal. Negative 2x plus half. There you go. This is the gradient, and that's the gradient, the line, the normal line. Y equals to negative 2x plus half. And then after that, I can find the b. Yeah, I will try to find the b. So b is x-intercept of the normal line. X-intercept means y equals to 0. So if you have y equals to negative 2x plus half, that means 0 equals to negative 2x plus half. From this one, you will get x equals to 1 over 4. That means b is 1 over 4, 0. After that, apalagi? Area ya. Now, it's time for us to find the area. As you know, the area of a curve will be integration from the left boundaries. The left boundaries, the x is 0, and the right boundaries of x equals to 1 over 4. So that means from 0 until 1 over 4. The top function is the green one. Yeah, the top is this one. E to the power 4x over 8 plus 3 over 8. I will write it like this, plus 3 over 8 to make it easier later. And then minus the bottom one. The bottom is this one, the normal. Normal is negative 2x plus half. So you have to minus it with negative 2x plus half. And then the x. After that, calculate. Okay, you can calculate it directly. So it will be e to the power of 4x over 8. This is the equations. When you integrate e to the power of 4x, it will be the same, e to the power of 4x also. But don't forget to times it with the differentiation of 4x on the denominator. Yeah, times 4. Do not forget that. Plus 3 over 8 is the equations. When you integrate it, it will be 3 over 8x. And this one is minus and minus, plus 2x to the power of 1 to the power of 2 after you integrate over 2. And then minus half x. After that, 1 over 4 and 0. Next step. Put the 1 over 4. It will be e to the power of 1 over 32. Remember, you cannot use calculator on this calculation. Yeah, so it will be 3 over 32 and then plus 1 over 16. For this one, minus 1 over 8 minus 0, e to the power of 0 over 32 plus 0 minus 0. Okay, let's simplify this. E to the power of, over 32, and for this one 3 over 32. If it's like that, make the denominator equal, and this one is 1 over 32, 0, 0, 0. 5 minus 5, oh, this one is gone. So the area will be e over 32. There you go. Okay guys, it's done. That is the solution of your 2018 papers. I think this paper is quite easy, yeah, except for this number 11. It's 10 mark guys, yeah, so it's very worth it. If you don't understand, like usual, you can ask me directly via chat or maybe via meetings, yeah. We'll meet again with the next past papers. Bye bye guys.